Madison. Happy Sabbath. Happy Sabbath, Jay.
Happy Sabbath.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How was your week?
It was okay.
Just okay? You tired?
Yeah,
Did you have a long week?
I did.
I had a long week too. Every week seems to be long these last few weeks. But guess what?
What?
It's still a good week, because guess what today is?
Sabbath.
And guess what Sabbath is?
It's happy day.
You had to think about that?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
You never know what I'm going to say. Sabbath is a happy day. Guess what, Jadon?
What?
This lesson is pretty cool. It's about a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know her name?
Lydia.
Lydia. And guess what else happened this week?
What happened?
We had a lot of black girl magic in the world.
What happened? Oh,
What happened? Tell me.
the judge. I forgot her name.
You forgot her name?
Yeah.
You can never forget Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson. You can't forget her name. She's the first. You don't look as excited as I am. Man, I'm excited about that. There are a lot of things that happen, and we'll do all of that later. We got to get to the lesson. Do you remember what last week's lesson was about?
No, I don't.
You don't remember Paul and Barnabas and Paul got beat up?
Oh, yeah, when he got stoned.
Yeah, you should know everything about Paul. Your middle name's Paul.
Doesn't mean anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just trying to help you. All right, Jay, so it's almost time. You know your,
Memory verse?
yes.
No.
Can you look it up real quick?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so the lesson is called Can You Help Me? Have you helped anybody this week?
Oh, yeah, I have.
What do you do when people are about to come to your house? Do you help me?
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Thank you for telling the truth. Well, this lesson's about helping people. And the message is, I serve God when I help others who come to my home. You're helping me? Oh, I serve God when I share my home with others. I was close. All right, what's your memory verse?
The memory verse is from Hebrews 13, verse 2, and it says, Do not forget to entertain strangers, for some have unwittingly entertained angels.
Do you know if you've ever entertained a stranger? Are you nice to strangers?
Yeah.
My mom was nice to some strangers. They broke down.
You told me to stay away from them.
I did tell you to stay away from strangers. That's when I'm not there, but you're kind of old enough. You can kind of navigate that a little bit. But anyway, she was nice to them. They broke down on the road, and guess what?
She helped them.
She invited them to our house, and I was like, what are you doing? I thought we didn't, just like you just said, I thought we didn't talk to strangers. And they're still our
I
friends.
still talk to them. You just told me.
Oh, well, they're still our friends to this day, and we helped them. It was this lady and her two daughters.
And those daughters became your friends?
Well, the daughters didn't, but my mom and her mom became friends. It was pretty cool. I still remember that. I was about your age when it happened. Anyway, Jadon, let's get to the lesson. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Come help us. Ready? Let's go.
Lesson 2. Come help us. From Acts chapter 16, verses 9 through 15, and verse 40. The message is, I serve God when I share my home with. Do you enjoy getting ready for a guest in your home? What is your special responsibility as your family prepares? Do you help fix special food? Do you help with cleaning the house? Our Bible story today is about the kindness of a good woman.
Come over to Macedonia and help us. Come over to Macedonia and help us. Paul woke up with a start and looked around him. He listened to the even breathing of his friends. No one else was awake.
Silas, wake up.
Coaxed Paul.
Oh.
Silas rolled over. Silas, Luke, Timothy, wake up.
Paul was wide awake now.
I know where we're supposed to go next.
He said excitedly to his sleepy companions.
God just gave me a vision. I saw a man from Macedonia saying, Come over and help us. Come over and help us.
Silas yawned and stretched.
That's great, Paul. We can catch a ship over to Neapolis from here.
Paul didn't sleep much the rest of the night. He knew God was leading them to the cities in Macedonia, and he could hardly wait to be on his way.
Soon, the four friends were in Philippi, a city in Macedonia. They began preaching to everyone who would listen. They enjoyed sharing their love for Jesus.
When Sabbath came, Paul said,
Let's go outside the city and sit by the river for our worship.
As they neared the riverside, they saw a group of women who had already gathered to pray.
May we join you?
Asked Paul politely. Yes, please, we would like that.
One of the women answered. Then she introduced herself.
I'm Lydia, and these are my friends.
Paul was happy to meet these women who loved God. It didn't matter to him if a person was a man or a woman, Jew or Greek. He wanted to share the love of Jesus with everyone. Although Jesus had been living on the earth just a short time ago, there were many people who did not know about him. As they sat down, Paul breathed a little prayer. Holy Spirit, please open the hearts of these women to the good news of Jesus. Then Paul told the women how Jesus lived and died to save us.
The new friends talked and prayed together. Then some of the women left. But Lydia stayed. I would like to know more. I want to know why Jesus died for me.
She said. That same day, Lydia and her whole family were baptized.
Lydia was so happy. Please, Paul, won't you and your companion come and stay with us?
Paul was pleased. He smiled, and Lydia encouraged him.
We'd love to have you,
she said. So while they worked in Philippi, Paul, Silas, Luke, and Timothy stayed at Lydia's house.
Lydia was a respected businesswoman in her town. She sold special purple cloth. It seemed as if everyone knew her. Because of Lydia's kindness in sharing her home, many people learned about Jesus. Her home became the main meeting place for the new believers in that city. Lydia served God through sharing her home.
Maybe you can't have guests live at your home as Lydia did, but wherever you are, you can help others feel at home by being friendly and kind.
Jadon, were you kind this week?
Yeah,
To everybody?
I tried.
Like Lydia?
Not in that sense, but yeah.
Oh, so what did you learn from the story this week?
I learned
I can't hear you.
to accept everybody despite their differences.
That's a good lesson, and that's a good lesson to take with you for the rest of your life, right?
Yep.
Because you can't control anybody, but you can love them, right? It's pretty cool. Guess what I learned?
What did you learn?
I learned that kindness will get you way more than being mean. That's a good lesson too, no?
It is.
And Lydia was kind. And Paul said he didn't care whether it was a male or female. He wanted to tell them about Jesus, and that's what he did. And because Paul led her, she led other people. So you never know how far your influence is going to go.
That's true.
That's very true. So this week, guess what we're doing?
What are we doing this week?
We're going to find some strangers to be kind to. Oh, we do that every fourth Sabbath too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but we're going to be intentional this week to do it. Bet? No? Pinky promise? Okay. All right, ready to go to the not to the I always say that. To the birthdays for this week?
Yeah, let's go.
We have a lot of stuff that happened this week. Want to say congratulations to Twyla Grider. Guess what she did?
What did she do?
She is the daughter of Sister and Mrs. Grider, and she is designing the costumes for the World Games.
What's the World Games?
The World Games, it's a place where they play games. Like, it's a sporting event.
Oh,
You should look it up. That's a project for you. All right, who else had a birthday? We'll start with the beginning of last week, or this week.
the beginning of this week, we had Mackenzie Young.
You started with her? Happy birthday, Mackenzie! Mackenzie's no longer a teenager. She had a birthday this week. Everybody say happy birthday. She's in the back. Mackenzie had a big week last week, too. I'll let her tell that, but she had a big week with school, too. So congratulations. Who else? Her cousin.
Emmanuel Scott.
Emmanuel Scott had a birthday 2 days or 3 days before her. They're the same age.
Sean Johnson.
Oh, that's my nephew. His birthday's today. Happy birthday. He's 13 today, and he watches us. He thinks we're YouTubers, and we're not. But anyway, go on.
Mark Kibble.
Mark Kibble, he's in Take 6.
Kenyatta Tidwell.
Kenyatta Tidwell, she used to go to church here long ago. Actually, the youth building's named after her mom. It's a history. I'm giving you some history about your church.
George Ray,
Mr. Ray, the Pathfinder. You remember? Okay, three sons. My 3 sons.
Zanaya Roberts,
Zanaya Roberts, yep.
Chanel Battles,
Yes, Miss Chanel had a birthday.
Doris Grider,
Miss Grider's birthday was 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Miss Grider.
and Allie McCain.
And Allie turned 16 on last Sunday. We missed her. Well, I guess. But happy birthday. Anything else we had that was big this week?
Not really.
Not really. Well, next week is Easter weekend. Are you excited about that? No? Well, yeah, I understand. I overstand. We're going to be excited by the time we get there. We're celebrating Christ's resurrection. That's something to be excited about.
It's true.
You're 13. You're not excited about much these days. All right, Jay. It's time to go to the Sabbath portion, the service.
The sermon.
Yes, time to move. So let's go. I've had a great time. Have you had a great time?
I've had a great time.
We'll be back next week. I'm Audree Johnson.
And I'm Jadon Williams.
Have a happy Sabbath.